Hey guys, it's John for Cartridge Gamers here. Today we have a video about the Nintendo Switch event. It just aired a couple hours ago, so I want to give my thoughts on it and give a little pro and con. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. And if you want to say hi, have anything to add, or just want to yell at us, please leave a comment down below. And as always, thanks for watching. So tonight we got to learn more about the Nintendo Switch. We found out the price tag was going to be $299.99 in the States, and it's going to release on March 3rd, 2017, which is less than 2 months away. A lot of this event focused mainly on the hardware without really going into too much depth of what the CPU and all that stuff is going to do. It just kind of basically gave you the idea of how it was going to work and how you were basically going to be able to play with it. So the big thing they focused on was the Joy-Con controllers, which are going to be the controller pieces that you can take off. You have a left and a right one, and when you're playing with someone else on the same screen, you can actually hand them one of the controllers and that becomes their controllers. So it's very interesting to see all the variations you can do with the controllers, and I think going down the road we're going to see developers really utilize the new systems inside them. They have the new motion sensors with like a gyroscope in there, which can focus on all kinds of new movements and distance and everything like that. So it's going to be very interesting to see what they come up with. Also, it also has new rumble features and sound that comes out of it, and during the presentation they showed a glass with ice in it and it was rattling around and it sounded like you're actually holding a glass with ice in it. So I don't know what that had to do with anything really, because they didn't show any gameplay of it or used in a game, but they just played with it. So it's going to be interesting to see how games utilize that feature. So honestly, there wasn't a lot that they gave us. They kind of just went over the console, the controllers, and when they talked about games, they barely gave us games. So what I'm going to do is give you a pro and con list of what I thought of the event through the information they gave out. So as a pro, it really looks like a fun console that you can play anywhere. I think that's awesome that they're doing that. You can put it on your TV, you can play it on a table, you can play it while walking around. So it's, as they said, it's pretty much every Nintendo system, from the Nintendo Entertainment System all the way up to the Wii U. It's all of them into this one console. Everything that they could do is combined into this console, so that's definitely a pro. And also a pro, I know they didn't mention this much during the event, but I always say, because it's switching to cartridges, that load times are going to be so much faster. When you have games like Skyrim coming on, which is also a pro, it's going to run really fast with limited load times. Another pro is an awesome feature where you can actually link up 8 systems to use for multiplayer, either at home or on the go at the same time. So I think that's really cool. Another pro is the Joy-Con controllers, which I talked about before. I'm really interested to see what the developers do with that and what kind of depth and gameplay they will provide. Now this leads me to the cons, and there were a lot of cons. Like I said, this event didn't really give us a lot of information I think we were looking for. They just kind of gave us a, oh hey, hang in there, it's going to be awesome sort of thing. So the first con is obviously the price. $299.99 is exactly what the PS4 and Xbox One S are floating around these days. So with a system that's, I'm gonna say, technically underwhelming, it's really not a good thing. Granted, the console can be played anywhere, but there's no games yet. Another con. They have Zelda releasing on the launch day, which is fine, but it's also releasing on the Wii U. So for that price, what launch game are we really getting? Launch games to me are games exclusive for the system that's releasing, and this game is not. So are there any launch games at all? Especially with that price point. So a new Mario's coming out, which is awesome in a pro, but it's not coming out till next year. So it looks great, but we have to wait, and that's a con. Now another con, which this might be debatable, and they said it varies depending on which game you're playing, but they said the battery life can be between 2.5 and 6 hours. That's like a weatherman predicting snow amounts for a storm to be between 1 and 12 inches. Conclusion, guys, the Nintendo Switch looks to be a very cool console. It really does. But with a price point of $299.99 right off the bat, and there's no real launch title game for it, and nothing seems to be coming out till later in the year, did Nintendo drop the ball on this one? I'm gonna have to say yes, at least based off of this event. It could have been much worse, of course, and it does look fun as hell. But for a console launching in less than 2 months, they have no content for it yet. So unless you can stretch out Legend of Zelda well into summer until Splatoon 2 hits, you're not going to be getting much for your money. So what did you guys think? Were you guys really excited and Nintendo blew you away? Or did you guys think they dropped the ball as well? I mean, it's still early with the news. They were talking about that during this weekend they're going to have more people be able to get hands-on with it. So maybe it'll be blowing people away and no one's really going to care about that price point or the fact that there's no games really right now. So, but guys, let me know what you guys think. That was just a quick little video that I just wanted to do. I know it didn't give too much information. I mean, there's so much information out there. I just want to give you my thoughts on it. See if you guys share the same thoughts. I mean, I was personally looking really forward to this, and I'm excited for the console because it looks fun, but right now, I don't think it's worth it. I think this is going to be something we're looking at for Christmas next year. Not something you want to pick up in less than 2 months, play Legend of Zelda, which looks phenomenal, and then just sit there and be like, well, there's my almost $300 paperweight. So, we appreciate you guys watching, so please like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. You can find us on Twitter, and check in the description down below for links to our other videos. And tune in Wednesday nights on Twitch, where we do live streaming. And guys, we do want to hear from you, so if you just want to say hi, have anything to add, or just want to yell at us, please leave comments down below. Well, I'm John for Cartridge Gamers. Thanks for watching, stay awesome, and we'll catch you next time. Peace.